So hello everyone, good evening everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. In fact, I'm so excited to have everyone here and I'm super glad that you're able to turn up tonight. In fact, I have a lot of things prepared for you guys in stock today. So yeah, if you're not here, you are missing out. And if you don't have a writing pad, I advise you to get a pen and a writing pad because today is going to be a very exciting one and you're going to learn a lot and lots of new things tonight. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you can hear me clearly. Also, let me know if you can see my screen clearly because in a few minutes we are going to be kicking off. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you can hear me properly. Yeah, so welcome everyone. Welcome once again. We are about to get started now. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. So like I said, I have a lot of things prepared for us tonight, and you're going to be living here with a lot of new information that you did not know about before. In fact, this might just be the last webinar you would need to attend, in order to relocate to Canada properly. So we're about to get into the main thing. At exactly 8 o'clock, we'll be kicking off. So I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried to, jackpot before? Have you ever tried to jackpot before? Oh, and before that, I would also like to know where everyone is watching from. So let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section your name and your location in the comment section. So let's know where everyone is watching from. Yeah, so before we get into it, let's just have a bit of introduction. Just type your name and your location in the comment section. Okay, you can hear me clearly. All right, that's wonderful. All right, Blessing is watching from Lagos. Welcome, Blessing. Welcome all the way from Lagos. Yeah, I'm very clear. Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, welcome, Emmanuel. Pleasant, welcome, Pleasant from Delta State. We have God Sent watching from Ekiti. We also have Ozioma watching from Lagos. Welcome, Ozioma. Samuel is also watching from Lagos. We have John watching from Ekpoma. Welcome. Godswill also watching from Edo State. Okay. We have Shola watching from Lagos. We also have Samson watching from Ogun State. We have Nefisat watching from Kaduna. If I don't get your name correctly, please forgive me. I'm trying my best here. Yeah, so Tola is watching from Lagos. We have Gabriela from Port Harcourt. We have Genevieve from Port Harcourt as well. Ifani is watching from Abuja. Then we also have Juliet watching from Warri. Okay. Welcome everyone. So yeah, welcome. So I was asking earlier if you have tried to relocate before. Have you ever applied for a visa before? Just share your experience in the comment section. Let us learn from each other. Have you ever tried to apply for a visa, or is this your first time? So if you're a first timer, just signify. Let's know the first timers in the house. Have you ever tried to apply for a visa before? Or have you ever made any move to relocate before? Just let me know in the comment section. In less than 2 minutes, we're going to be starting. So yeah, let's talk a bit. Okay, Somto is watching from Lagos. Okay, Kelvin said he has tried severally currently. Okay, I've missed your comment, but yeah, basically he said he has tried severally, and really sorry about sorry about that. But with time, like, right, basically one thing about visa applications is having the right information really matters a lot. Okay, the Butter has applied for a visa before. We have a lot of first timers. We also have someone that has applied twice. Okay, that's wonderful. And the bottom line is you can never know too much when it comes to applying for a visa, no matter if it's your first time, if it's your second time, your third time. It just matters if you have the right information you need, which is exactly why we are here tonight. So to get the right information that you need, basically. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing my slide with you. So let me know in the comment section if you can see my slide clearly, because we're about to get started. So yeah, let me know if you can see my slide. Okay, I can see lots more. I can see a lot more first timers here tonight. Okay, so let me know if in the comment section, can you see my slide? Okay, we are getting started now. We're getting started now. All right, so welcome once again, everyone. I'm so glad to have you here. And in this training tonight, I'm going to be showing you the exact method I showed Mr. Ken that got him a full-time job in Canada while he was still in Nigeria. And I'll also show you how you can do the same and finally japa either by yourself or with your family within the next 6 to 12 months using these hidden routes no one else is talking about. So with this method, you won't have to bother yourself about going to pay millions of naira or thousands of dollars on tuition fees or having to deal with schoolwork, assignments, projects, and all the stress that comes with studying, when all you simply want is a job that will help you and your family relocate with the aim of becoming a permanent resident and a Canadian citizen as the end goal. So if you are excited about learning about this amazing opportunity that can get you to Canada within the next 6 to 12 months, type "I'm ready" in the comment section. Let me see those who are ready tonight. If you are ready to learn about the amazing opportunity that can get you to Canada within the next 6 to 12 months, type "I'm ready" in the comment section. Just type "I'm ready" in the comment section. Let's know those are ready tonight. Okay, we're going into it. So in this training tonight, we are going to be covering 4 things, right? The first thing we will cover tonight is that you will learn 5 substitute pathways to relocate to Canada through the work route instead of spending millions in tuition fees if you can't afford to. I will also show you a website to find jobs and how to apply for these jobs. So make sure you are staying till the end. You don't want to miss out on anything. Thirdly, I will show you why the Canadian government need more foreign workers like you, even more than you need them. And the last thing I'm going to cover today is I will give you the opportunity to work with me personally so that I can guide you through the entire process, which is really exciting. So one thing I can assure you is that whether you decide today that you need my help or not, one thing I can assure you is that you will be getting massive value from this training tonight, and you will leave this training learning new things you never knew about before. So before we move into all this juicy stuff, I need to be clear who this training is for, so you can see for yourself if you qualify, and if you don't qualify, you can easily leave the training so you don't even waste your time. So who is this training tonight for? This training tonight is for you if your sole aim is to relocate to Canada because you want to work and provide for yourself as a single person or for your family in a better environment without having to bother about the high mental and financial demands required to study in Canada. Also, this training is for you if you are a single person who wants to relocate to Canada, or if you want to relocate with your family. This training is for you if you struggle to score high in your IELTS exams. This training is for people within the ages of 22 and above, as long as you are fit to work. And this training is for you if you have just SSC, NC, OND, HND, BSc, and of course, if you have higher qualifications. This training is also for you if your goal is to become a permanent resident or a citizen in Canada. This training is for you even if you have as little as 1 year work experience in your field or no work experience at all. This training is for you if you can't afford the huge proof of funds needed to go through the express entry program or even the study routes. And this training is for you if you are struggling to meet up with the express entry CROS score. Now, who is this training not for? This training is not for people who want to sleep and wake up in Canada magically. This training is not for people who cannot afford basic things like your international passport and other requirements needed for you to apply, because relocating to Canada requires you to have some money of your own, even if you get a sponsored job. This training is not for people who are not action takers. So if you are not just willing to put in the work, if you're not willing to do research, if you're not willing to apply for jobs on your own in Canada, then this will not work for you. This training is not for people who already think everything on planet Earth is a scam. There are some people like that. I'm not here to convince anybody. So if you even think this one is a scam, it's better for you to leave the webinar now, right? This training is also not for people who give up quickly, because relocating to Canada, especially through the work route, takes due process, which you must follow diligently. So if you're not willing to put in the work, if you don't have patience, then there's no point of starting, because it won't work for you. So now that we know who this training is for and who it is not for, let's get right into the main thing. So as we all know, Nigeria's current economy is a joke. The last 8 years have been a living hell in this country. And the next 8 years, if care is not taken, will be hellfire itself. At this point, it's only Jesus that can come and rule Nigeria, that things will change instantly. And we know Jesus is not coming down to rule. Oh yes. So whoever comes to rule Nigeria, we all know that things will not change overnight. It will certainly take a while, right? And this is also how our economy has been regressing for the last 8 years. So when Buhari said from top to bottom, it's very clear that he meant it. The price of things in the country have quadrupled. Our security system has failed because the people who ought to protect the citizens are still the ones who kill them. People's family members go missing without any traces because the police have allegedly killed them. We all remember what happened during EndSARS. The naira has fallen so terribly that it has resulted in a high rate of inflation, right? So, and then we cannot even begin to talk about the 8 months of ASU strike that students experienced. People that ought to finish school in 4 years were in school 5, 6, 7 years. And this suffering has been going on for the past 8 to 12 years now. And just like I said, only Jesus can come to rule Nigeria, that things will change instantly. And we know it's not going to happen. So it will still take a long time for things to start becoming better. So I totally understand why, if most people have their way, they just want to japa, because everyone is tired and there is no guarantee that things will even get better. So be rest assured that it's okay to want to relocate to a country that is safe. It's okay if you want to relocate to a country where there is little to no police brutality. It's very normal. It's okay if you want to go to a country where you don't have to experience bad roads or terrible traffic every single day. It's okay if you want to experience constant electricity 24/7, because most people, they will live a lifetime, their entire life, without seeing 24/7 lights for an entire month in Nigeria, which is very bad. It's okay if you want a better job and a better education. It's also okay if you want your children to not struggle in Nigeria just like you did. It's okay if you want them to grow up in a sane environment. All your reasons are 100% valid, because everything I just mentioned right now are basic necessities of life that we have now turned into prayer points in Nigeria. So even when I took a vacation to Rwanda, they had all these basic things figured out. So just don't let anyone discourage you about relocating if that's what you really want, because we only have one life to live. So we must live it to the fullest and do exactly what we want. So this is Pastor Adeyemi, who is the pastor of Daystar. He, at a point, he moved to the US, and he's the one that was preaching, Nigeria will get better, and everything will get better, we can make it work. But he still left his big churches in Nigeria and moved to the US at some point. And I'm not part of the people that like to drag him for, moving or anything like that, because I don't see any issue with that. We all have one life to live, like I said. And if that's what he wants to do, that's his decision, which is very okay. But my point is simple. He did not let the fact that he was a pastor who owns big churches in Nigeria stop him from fulfilling his dreams. So you should not let anyone discourage you if this is your dream as well. And if it's not your dream to relocate to Canada, let no one tell you what to do. But I know for a fact that it's your dream of relocating, and that's exactly why you are here right now. So I know you must be wondering, who am I and how do I qualify to talk to you about relocating to Canada? So my name is Anthony Chika, the founder of Chika's Consults, which is an online-based travel consulting brand where I advise and guide people on the best ways to relocate using the most affordable options available. So I graduated from the Universal School of Aviation in Abuja, where I studied travel agency management. I came out as one of the best students, which made me a certified travel expert. So after my studies, I moved to Lagos, where I became an intern for one of the biggest travel agencies in Nigeria, and I eventually got a full-time job there. So with my experience working with a travel company, I was able to help a lot of people relocate to Canada successfully. And working in a travel company really exposed me to a lot of practical stuff, which I'm thankful for. But eventually, I had to leave the travel agency where I worked because I saw an opportunity to help people who can't afford the fees being charged by travel agencies. I saw a lot of serious people give up on the entire process of relocating to Canada because of the fees travel agencies charge. And this prompted me to start teaching and educating these kind of people on how to do the entire relocation process themselves without having to pay over 500,000 to an agent for something they can actually do themselves with the proper guidance. So I started teaching this process on, how to relocate by yourself towards the end of last year. And I can tell you that I have personally worked with over 10 people that are guaranteed to land in Canada in the coming months. And this is really awesome because they didn't have to pay millions of naira to agents. And I showed them the most affordable ways possible to relocate. And before now, I have helped countless of people relocate to Canada, but I did this under the travel agency I worked with. So I can't really share the results, testimonials, or say anything relating to them in order to avoid a lawsuit from, the agency I worked with. So although they're very nice people, and that's the reason why we have to, respect them and their policies. So moving on. These are three of the most common ways to relocate to Canada, and I'm sure you would have heard about it at some point. The three ways are: the first one, we have the study routes; the second one is the express entry; the third is the family class sponsorship program. So these three immigration programs are one of the are the most common ways to relocate to Canada, especially the study route and the express entry. And these programs are good, don't get me wrong, but still these three routes have big defects. And most people, especially Nigerians, they either can't afford it or find it difficult to meet the requirements. So firstly, let's look at the reasons why people find it hard to relocate through the study routes. Right? So the first reason why people find it hard to relocate through the study route is because it requires you to have from 8,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollars per year. That's every year for your tuition fee alone. And this is from 5 million to 14 million naira per year using the current exchange rate. And if you are going for an undergraduate program of 3 or 4 years, you will have to pay this every single year till you complete your program. That's one reason why people find it hard. The second reason is you need a high IELTS band score. And if you are in a country like Nigeria that has corrupt examiners that can make things hard for you just so that you can keep coming every time and paying every time to rewrite it, then you're on a roller coaster. It's just like this man who wrote IELTS 32 times. One person 32 times just because he wanted to japa. If you do the math, he spent 2.4 million naira on IELTS alone. And I know a lot of people who have given up on relocating completely just because of IELTS. Now, the third reason why people find it hard to relocate through the study route is because of the high proof of funds. And you will need at least 13,000 Canadian dollars, and that's almost 10 million naira as proof of funds. And this proof of fund amount can rise up to over 20 million naira or even more depending on the size of your family. Another reason is because you actually need this proof of fund to actually, pay your bills, because, as an immigrant, you need to pay for accommodation. You live somewhere, of course, you need to cater for your living costs and other expenses you will encounter when you get to Canada. So this is not something you can actually do without, if we're being honest, and it's not like you are working full time. So with this, the total cost required for you to relocate to Canada through the study route is from $25,000 to $51,000, which is about 17 to 30 million, 35 million naira. And this amount depends on the school you're applying to and your family size. So this is why people find it hard to relocate through the study route. Although if you can afford to, you can actually go through the study route because it's actually, one of the most straightforward ways to relocate to Canada. But the major issue there is the money involved, especially since we all know that Nigeria's minimum wage is 30,000 naira only. Only 30,000. And if you multiply 30K by 12 months, which is 1 year, that's about 360,000 naira, which is just 500 Canadian dollars. Only 500. So even if you are freaking rich and you have money and you can afford up to 35 million naira per year for all the expenses going through the study route, we still cannot rule out the fact that you will feel it. The amount will have a massive effect on your bank account. So moving on, the second popular way, like we saw earlier, to relocate to Canada is through the Express Entry program. So as I speak to you right now, relocating through the Express Entry is very difficult because as we speak, the Express Entry program was reopened last year post-COVID, and there are still close to 50,000 people in the pool. In fact, the current CRS score is about 486. So I'm not saying it's impossible to go through the Express Entry. It's possible, but you should be willing to wait a long while. And apart from that, you still have to meet the following requirements, right? The first requirement is you must be from age 18 to 40. So if you have crossed 40, you automatically cannot apply for the study route, for the Express Entry route, sorry. And another thing you must know is once you have passed 29, you can apply, but your points will be reduced. Another requirement is you must have at least 1 year full-time work experience in your field within the last 3 years. Your work experience must also be in the top 3 skill levels in Canada. You must also score above band 7 in your English test, which is your IELTS, which means you need to write IELTS and score above band 7. You also need high proof of funds, just like the study route. And another thing you need is that you must be a university graduate, compulsory. And if age is not on your side, you must also have high academic qualifications. So with everything happening with the Express Entry program, the requirements, if you meet up with these requirements, you still have to wait a long time to get your ITA. And I know you want to jump that as soon as possible. Now, the third way to relocate to Canada is through the Family Class Sponsorship Program. This is another popular way, and I really love this route because it's actually very, straightforward. And for this route to work for you, you must have your child or your parents living in Canada as a permanent resident or as a citizen. So all they do is they will sponsor you to relocate to Canada and apply for permanent residency. So like I said, this route is very straightforward, but of course, you must have your child or your parents already living in Canada, not just living temporarily, living there as a permanent resident or even a citizen. And now I'm not even talking about having your cousin, your church member, your family friend, somebody you know, your classmate. No, I'm talking about your child or your parents. But I know this is not the case for 90% of you watching this video right now. So for most people, these 3 popular routes are ruled out. Why? Because they don't qualify one way or the other. Be it because of the high financial needs for the study routes, the competition, the current restrictions of the Express Entry, and lastly, they don't have a relation who is a citizen in Canada that can sponsor them through the Family Class Sponsorship Program. But what if there was a way that you can solve all the issues you currently face with these 3 popular routes I just mentioned now? What if? Well, that is what the 5 unique pathways I will be sharing in this webinar today will help you do without so much hassles, right? No need for you to bother about paying any tuition fee. This alone is saving you millions of naira already. No need to battle with over 2 million pending applications if you are using the Express Entry pool. And lastly, you don't have to bother about having a family member in Canada. You don't have to bother about that because if you don't get, you don't get. There are no 2 ways around it. That's just the facts. So isn't this awesome? And I'm not even saying that, these 5 routes are completely perfect because, of course, I'm not the IRCC that creates these routes. And the IRCC is, the immigration body in Canada that you apply for visas to and all that. But I can tell you that these 5 routes are more accommodating when you compare them to other routes, and there are requirements needed to qualify. And these 5 substitute pathways are what informed Nigerians like you are now using to sneak into Canada legally, while also getting a high-paying job, no matter your skill or the kind of job you currently do in Nigeria. So even though you are a cleaner, even though you are a farmer, an engineer, a truck driver, a doctor, a banker, a teacher, this route will work for you as long as the job you do in Nigeria is done in Canada, then it will work for you. So you see, when I started teaching people, how to relocate, how to apply by yourself and all that, my focus was on showing people how to relocate through the study route. Because like I said, it's very straightforward. And it was a huge success because a lot of people who I, showed the process, taught them towards the end of last year, have all gained, admissions. Some even got scholarships. And they'll be moving to Canada this year as well. So here are just, a few results of, the many people so far, and these people will be living for Canada in the coming months. So this is one person, his name is Clinton. He said, "The boss lady, thank you for always telling us to do it ourselves. I made it plus a vice chancellor scholarship. To God be the glory." This person got a £5,000 worth of scholarship. Another person said, "This is to notify you I have gotten an admission into Rowan University MBA Business Analytics as my concentration. And I also got another admission into University of South Wales." And this person got 2 admissions. He said, "God really used you. I combined my HND with my ND, and God has done it." That's for another person. And this person said, "Thanks for your directives. I have gotten an admission into Cape Breton University in Canada." Another person again, "Hello, good day. I have just gotten an admission. Thanks a lot for your help. I also got a 2,000 Canadian dollar scholarship." So as you can see, different results. This is just a few of them I even thought to show you. There are more. But even with all these results, I got constant pressure from my followers. All of them were insisting, oh, they can't afford the study routes. All they wanted to do was to work in Canada. And that's what a lot of them were sending to me. I even thought to show you some of these screenshots. One person said, "I want to relocate and work in Canada, not to school. Is it possible?" Another person said, "I want to travel and work, not school, because I can't afford paying school fees yet." Another person said, "I don't want to study. I want to go there and work. Please, what is the way forward?" And different people like that. So I went into deep research, and I also, consulted some experts in this field, in addition to my own experience of helping clients relocate to Canada. So finally, I was able to, come up with the best substitute pathways that will help you relocate to Canada, even if you have just your WAEC or your NECO, even if you don't have work experience, and of course, without an age limit, as long as you are over 18, you're an adult and you can work. So these pathways are: number 1, we have the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot Program. This is also called the RONIP. So we'll just call it the RONIP for short. The RONIP is a community-driven program. What this means is that under this program, the government of Canada are looking for people who agree to only relocate to specific parts of Canada, that are looking for more skilled workers to help them grow their economy. And that's where you come in. So to apply, you must choose out of any of the participating communities under this program to relocate to. And the requirements are simple. First of all, the IRCC have their own requirements. The community you want to apply to have their own requirements. But generally, the first thing to do is get a job with an employer in any of these communities. Once you have gotten a job, you submit your application for recommendation to the specific community you chose. So if a community recommends you to the IRCC, then you can apply for permanent residency immediately. So with this route, you can immediately become a permanent resident if you are accepted. The second program we have is the Atlantic Immigration Program. So this one was recently, launched around March last year, and it's still very hot actually. It's a pathway to permanent residency for skilled foreign workers and also international graduates from a Canadian institution. And this is for people that want to work and live in one of Canada's 4 Atlantic provinces. So in Canada, there's a region called the Atlantic region, and under this Atlantic region, there are 4 provinces. So these 4 provinces are New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador. So these 4 provinces are under this Atlantic Immigration Program. And this program helps employers to hire qualified candidates for jobs they have not been able to fill locally. So this is also very similar to the first one, the RONIP, and they both have a similar application process. So we have 3 others, which is the third one we have is the LMIA work visa route. You can apply for jobs anywhere in Canada. We also have the temporary foreign worker program. And lastly, we have the caregiver program. So if you are a caregiver, you are a nurse or anything like that, you're in the healthcare sector, you can actually apply for this program. And I don't want to go into much details so that we can save time. And just so you know, I did not create these routes myself. They are not created by me. They are created by the IRCC themselves, which is the government of Canada. But most people tend to ignore them and go for the popular routes instead. And that's because they don't know much about these ones, or they don't even have the proper information about them. But this is the best way to relocate, either as a single person or with your family, especially if your goal is to work in Canada full-time. If you don't want to study, you don't want to pay millions of naira for tuition fees. And the best part is you can still decide to study when you get to Canada if you want. And if you are a permanent resident in Canada, this is something a lot of people don't know. If you're a permanent resident in Canada, you will pay far less tuition fee than international students. So you can see it's a win-win all around. So here are some of the requirements for these routes. So first of all, it has no age restriction. As long as you're an adult, right, you can apply. But personally, I don't recommend that. If you're above 50, I don't recommend. If you're 50 and above, I don't recommend that you apply for any of these programs. It's just better for somebody that is younger. It's not like you can apply, but you just have lesser chances than people that are younger. Another requirement is you don't need a university degree, unlike the rest. As long as you have your SSC, you can apply. You also don't need a high IELTS score. Even if you score as low as band 5, band 6, you can still apply. You also just need 1 year work experience. And some of these jobs don't actually require you to have work experience. You can also work as, anything you do right now, you can use it to apply. You can apply as an engineer. You can apply as a driver. You can apply as a truck driver. You can apply as a banker. You can apply whatever you do right now. Another thing you must know about this route is that it is extremely affordable to relocate through the work routes compared to the others. This is like the cheapest way to relocate. And sometimes, if you are lucky, you can get a job that will sponsor your trip, your accommodation, all that. So you can also get to work full time. And even if you decide to work overtime, you can, and you get paid for it. Your spouse can work full time as well. So you can see you never struggle to take care of yourself. Your entire family can relocate with you. So even though you are single, you can apply. If you are married, you can apply. If you have kids, you can apply. So as you can see, these pathways are more accommodating to people both with or without experience, no age limit, and even low educational qualifications. Of course, if you have higher ones, better. And you get to apply for your permanent residency either immediately, depending on the program you go for, or you can apply 1 year later, because by that time you have the required 1 year full-time work experience in Canada, which qualifies you to apply for permanent residency. So let me make you understand something. In as much as you want to relocate to Canada, the Canadian government wants you as well. So basically, both parties want each other. So let me prove this to you so it doesn't seem like, oh, I'm just saying what I like. I'm just making empty claims. Here are articles from top blogs in both Canada and Nigeria saying over 1 million job vacancies. So you can see I did not make this up. And this was published towards May last year. So here is the update from 2023. This is from the official Canadian immigration website. They released a statement saying Canada welcomes historic number of newcomers in 2022. So last year was the highest. Canada recorded the highest number of permanent residents that they have ever had since the beginning of time. The highest number they have ever had, and that's over 400,000 new permanent residents as at last year ending. So this is also a statement from the Minister of Immigration in Canada. He said, today marks an important milestone, setting a new record for newcomers welcomed in a single year. It is testament to the strength and resilience of our people, and newcomers play an essential role in filling labor shortages, bringing new perspectives, and enriching our society as a whole. I am excited to see what the future holds and look forward to another historic year in 2023 as we continue to welcome more newcomers. So this is where one of these blogs explain things better. I'll just read a few parts from it. He said, Canada's labor force growth is almost 100% dependent on immigration. There are nearly 1 million job vacancies and a shortage of skilled labor due to the aging workforce. So as you can see, almost 1 million job vacancies in 2023. And the Canadian government even said they are ready to welcome even more people. So the question now that you should ask yourself is, are you going to be one of them? Let me know in the comment section. Are you going to be one of them? Type 2 in the comment section if you want to be one of the people who relocate to Canada this year. Type 2 in the comment section. If you are going to be among the people that will be welcomed, among the new permanent residents or newcomers that will be welcome this year. Wonderful, wonderful. So moving on, last year, like I said earlier, I helped a lot of people relocate to Canada while I was still working with the travel agency I worked with. And even when I stopped working for them towards the end of last year, I still helped a lot more people by guiding them through the process of relocating to Canada. And as I speak with you right now, as I speak with you, there are over 10 people who are scheduled to be in Canada this year. There are even more who are still in the process that will land in Canada later this year as well. And I still want to help a lot more people. But another question is, do you want to be among the people I will guide to Canada? Type yes in the comment section if you want to be among the people I will guide and help till they land in Canada this year. Type yes in the comment section. I'll be going through the comments. Just type yes in the comment section. All right. So and one thing I want you to know is that in as much as the Canadian government wants people to, apply, come over and all that, just know that they are not desperate. So they will not just let anybody just breeze in or walk in. You still need to follow the right procedures to qualify for immigration. So I remember that I promised you earlier that I was going to show you how to find and apply for jobs in Canada. So let's just quickly do that so that we can get back to the training. So we're going to be using a website called Job Bank. So that's what we're going to be using. So this is the website here. You can quickly take a screenshot so that you can have it somewhere. The name of the website is jobbank.gc.ca. So take a screenshot, write it down somewhere, or it's going to be in the comment section also, jobbank.gc.ca. So moving on, this is basically how to use it. It's very simple. So once you click the link, it will just bring you here to this page immediately. So you can click on this place, and let's say you're looking for a job as office assistant. Let's say as an office assistant. The location is all of Canada. Then you click on this search bar right here, and it will load and bring up more results, more job vacancies and all that. So it's loading now. Just write the link somewhere, jobbank.gc.ca. Okay, so here are some results for office assistants. So as you can see, there are a lot of them. It's just office assistant, office assistant, office assistant. So and there are other job vacancies as well. So anyone you are interested in, that's what you apply for. So whether you are a supervisor, whether you are whatever you do, as you can see, this one says retail store supervisor, administrative assistant, bookkeeper, forklift operator, welder, pipe fitter, office assistant, different things. So let's just click on this one here, office assistant, and let's see more about it. It's going to give you more details about the job offer and all that. So it's loading now. Okay. So this is it. This is the address. This is the salary. This is what is required to apply for the job. So let's check another one again. Let's just go back and check another one. I'll also show you how you can apply for this. Okay. So let's say we're looking for sales supervisor. Let's say we're looking at sales supervisor. So I'm just showing you basically that you can apply for any position that you are interested in, provided that is written there, provided you find it there. So that's basically it. You just see how to apply. So let's click on this place to show you how to apply. As you can see, the application is by email. So all you have to do is send your resume to this email address and you are good to go. So you just send it with an application letter to the email address provided. So on your own time, you can just do your own research and check different positions you are interested in and you are qualified for, and you are good to go. So that's basically how to apply using that website. So like I said, the website is jobbank.gc.ca. So make sure you write it down somewhere. So I'm going to be sharing with you a short story of Mrs. Jegs, who used the LMIA route, which is one of these unique pathways to relocate to Canada. If you listen, I mentioned it earlier. She applied through the LMIA route, and I won't put up her pictures. We're not going to call her name, so we can keep her anonymous. All right, so moving on. Mrs. Jegs was just like some Nigerians that, she did not have any plan of relocating out of Nigeria at all. All she desired was to, take trips, take vacations, travel around the world, but still base fully in Nigeria. In fact, there are a lot of people like that don't want to relocate out of Nigeria, but that was her plan as well. And all that had to change because of how invaluable our Nigerian passport has become. And of course, the obvious electricity issues, bad healthcare system, all the terrible things happening in the country, bad roads, insecurity. You can just keep going on when it comes to terrible things happening in Nigeria. Even when the almighty NSAS, which ended some people's lives, came, this just further fueled her desire to move out of Nigeria because she did not want to raise her unborn children in a country that has zero value for human lives. So she considered the study route, but as a software developer that she already was, she did not want to go to school again. She already had her BSc, right? She just wanted to work. She didn't want to go to school for any reason. And knowing how expensive the study route is, she ruled out that option completely. So she decided to use one of the routes I shared earlier, which is the LMI route. And I'll go more in depth in my coaching program, more on this later. She persistently applied for jobs. Persistently. And finally, she got her dream job offer a day before her court wedding in November 2020. So she was very excited. She started the process to relocate to Canada, although there were some delays along the way because, at that time, Canada had some restrictions because of the COVID situation. But a few months after getting the job, Mrs. Jeggs landed in Canada with her husband towards the middle of 2021. Now, both of them work full-time, and I just confirmed last month that she has become a permanent resident in Canada, which is really, really awesome. And that's a very interesting story. So you can be like Mrs. Jeggs and her husband only if you are willing to make a decision of relocating to Canada today without giving up. And I said that because there might be some, challenges along the way, but as long as you are serious, as long as you are determined about relocating, you will eventually get there. Also, meet Mr. Ken, who got my coaching program towards the end of last year. He sent me a message one day that he had gotten an offer and he had done his medicals, biometrics, and all that, and he had made great progress in his application process. And you see, one thing I like about Mr. Ken was that he got my program and he buried himself in learning everything that was in it. He applied for jobs till he finally got a positive response, and he continued the rest of the process. So, and the last time we spoke, he was already in the final stages where he had done everything concerning his visa and everything. And once that is approved, Canada, here it comes. And one thing I can assure you is that these people did not have two heads. All they had was proper information that showed them what to do, and they started applying for jobs. They did not give up for any reason, and now Mrs. Jeggs and her husband are in Canada, where both of them work full-time. Mr. Ken will be in Canada in less than 3 months as well. Also, here is Favor, who got a job interview to become a caregiver in Canada after years of seeking for a job here in Nigeria. This is also Joseph, who got an interview from a Canadian company. He has also escaped the Nigerian minimum wage of 30,000 to planning on earning more than times 10 of it. So thanks to my practical experience of previously helping clients relocate to Canada and also teaching people how to relocate to Canada in the past few months, I am now willing to help even more people move to Canada, where you can comfortably raise your children and start a family without the hassles of the popular immigration programs. So, before I show you the exact strategy that easily helped people like Mr. Ken, Mrs. Jeggs, Favor, Joseph, get jobs, relocate to Canada with well-paying jobs without even spending millions on agents, I have a question for you. Do you believe anything will stop you from relocating to Canada, either as a single person or with your family, if I showed you the exact secrets that smart Nigerians like you are now using to successfully jackpot to Canada with a high-paying job? Do you think anything will stop you from relocating this time around? Leave a comment below. Leave a comment in the comment section. Do you believe anything will stop you if I show you the exact secrets that smart people like you are now using to relocate to Canada successfully? Do you think anything can stop you? Nothing will stop you, most definitely. Nothing can stop you. Awesome. So now I want to ask you another question. Another question. Is it fine by you if I take the next 13 minutes of your time to show you how I can help you achieve your dreams of getting a high paying job that will help you relocate to Canada, either as a single person or with your family, using the same exact method I use that has worked for others like you? Let me know in the comment section. Is it fine by you if I take the next 13 minutes to show you how you can achieve this? Just let me know in the comment section. I'll be going through the comment section now. All right then. So this gives me great joy to introduce to you the Ultimate Naija to Canada Relocation System 2.0. Now, this is a step-by-step, detailed, very detailed guide showing you how to apply for a job, how to secure a job, how to relocate to Canada in the next 6 to 12 months from now, with the goal of becoming a permanent resident and eventually becoming a Canadian citizen. Now, this guide will walk you carefully on how to get things done the right way, because if you get it wrong, you might just get a travel ban, and this will affect your application to other countries. So the best part is that you are not just getting a guide, you will also get access to me and my team, where we will guide you one-on-one in case you encounter any issues. So whenever you get stuck, we will be there to answer you and tell you exactly what to do. So here is what you get in the Ultimate Naija to Canada Relocation System 2.0. The first program is on the LMI work visa route. Now, this is the same route that Mrs. Jex used, and we are going to be talking more about it in this program. So here you are going to get a video breakdown of the 5 unique pathways to migrate to Canada. And this video is very important because I talk about 5 programs and their requirements, which is the 5 unique pathways. I did this at the start of the program so that once you watch this video, you will know the route you will decide to focus on. So it's very important, and this is worth 50,000 naira. So the next thing I'll give you is 5 best websites to see legitimate job offers that you can apply for, and how to apply step by step. So if you remember, we talked about one website earlier where you can apply for jobs from Nigeria and all that. So I'm going to give you more websites apart from that one. So, and this is worth 50,000 naira. The next thing I'm going to teach you is how to know the NOC category you fall under. What is an NOC category? How to know your specific NOC code to use during your application. And this is worth 10,000 naira. I will also show you how to write a Canadian CV or a resume that bypasses the ATS. So pay attention. This is where 98% of people get it wrong, because most job applications that, a lot of people say, I've been applying, no response. They are not seen by the recruiters. People you're applying to, they are not seeing your application. Why? Because they use a tool to filter applications that don't meet the standard they are looking for. So this is something I'm going to teach you all about, and this is worth 20,000 naira. I will also teach you how to prepare for job interviews to increase your chances of getting your dream job. And this is worth 25,000 naira. You will also learn important steps you must take immediately you get a job offer. And this is worth 20,000 naira. So if you remember, Mr. Ken, immediately he got a job, he already knew what next to do. He already knew the next step to take. That's because I showed him exactly what to do. And this is what I will be showing you too. Another thing I'm going to show you is 5 reasons why 90% of people who apply for jobs never get a response. In fact, they don't even get a rejection because they keep doing one of these 5 things. So this is what you must know, so that you're not just applying and applying without getting a response. And this is worth 50,000 naira. Another thing I'm going to show you is a step-by-step video, detailed video tutorial that will show you how to apply for a work permit from beginning to the end. In fact, you cannot make any mistakes here. If you do, you might just get a guaranteed rejection, and it will screw up your chances, any chances you have on relocating to Canada. So this is what you must know, and this is worth 50,000 naira. Another thing I'm going to show you is how to convert from a visit to a work visa. So if you already have a visit visa or a tourist visa, whatever it's called, you can visit Canada and apply for jobs from inside Canada. And this is another smart way that people are now using as well. So I'm going to give you the whole information on that. And this is worth 50,000 naira. And the total worth of this first program is 325,000 naira. Now, moving on, the second program that you are going to get in this guide is on the Federal Skilled Worker Program. So I will give you a full breakdown of the Federal Skilled Worker Program and everything that you must know about it in order to apply. I will also show you how much it will cost you, which is a cost breakdown of the Federal Skilled Worker Program, how to check your eligibility for the program, all the requirements needed. I will show you how to calculate your CRS score so that you can even see if this is a good route for you. Then you will learn how to create and submit an express entry profile successfully. So this is for people that are interested in the express entry. You also learn how to apply and secure a job while you are still in Nigeria that will enable you relocate to Canada. Then you are getting a step-by-step video showing you how to apply for your permanent residency in Canada. So the total worth of this second program is 150,000 naira. So now this is Benjamin. He got my program, towards the end of last year, and he has scaled through the process till the final step of applying for his visa. So one thing you must know is that when it comes to relocating to Canada, whether it's through the work route, whether it's through the study route, the most important task you must do is getting a job or getting an admission in any school of your choice. And once that is done, you have officially done 90%. The remaining 10% is applying for your visa, right? So that's something that you must understand. So now the third program that you will get in the Ultimate Nigeria to Canada Relocation System is the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. This is one of the unique pathways to relocate to Canada. I will give you a full breakdown of the Temporary Foreign Worker Program, how you can apply, how much it will cost you, how to know you are qualified for it, the requirements for the program. I will also show you how to apply and secure a job while you are still in Nigeria that you can use to relocate to Canada. Another thing that I'm going to make you understand is important information that you must know about this program in order to avoid a rejection. Then I'll give you a step-by-step video that will show you how to apply for your work permit as a temporary foreign worker. So this program is worth 100,000 naira. The next program is the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot. So we are going more in depth into this program. I mentioned it earlier. We are going to talk more about it in this guide. You will get a full overview of the RONIP, how you can relocate with this program, the cost breakdown, how much it will cost you, how to check your eligibility for this particular program, and all the requirements. I will also show you how to get a job in the particular community that you are applying through. You also learn a step-by-step video, showing you how to apply for your permanent residency under the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot Program. So this program is worth 100,000 naira. The next program on our list is the Atlantic Immigration Program. So this Atlantic Immigration Program, we're going to go more in depth into it in this guide. You will get a full overview of the program, the cost breakdown, how to know that you are eligible for the program, all the requirements, how to apply and secure a job in the Atlantic region in Canada. Then lastly, you are getting a step-by-step video showing you how to apply for your permanent residency in Canada. And this program is worth 100,000 naira. So this is Mr. Innocent. He has scaled through the entire process and he was successfully able to get his visa approved. And as you can see, he immediately sent it to me. In less than 2 weeks from now, he would be on his way to Canada. So you too can be like Mr. Innocent. So the last program in this guide is the Caregiver Program. So if you're interested in the Caregiver Program, once you get this guide, you can decide to focus on this program because you will find a full overview of what the Caregiver Program is all about. How to relocate as a caregiver, how much it will cost you, what are the requirements. All these things are what you're going to be learning in this program. How to apply and secure a job as a caregiver using the special website I will give you that is for only caregiver jobs, right? I will give you a special website for caregiver jobs alone. You also learn how to get caregiver jobs that are willing to sponsor your trip and your accommodation. Lastly, I will give you a step-by-step video showing you all the application process for the caregiver program. So this program is worth 100,000 naira. So as you can see for yourself, this is a very detailed guide. It's not some boring ebook. These are step-by-step video tutorials that you'll be seeing live and direct what you need to do. Even a 15-year-old or a 50-year-old man will understand. So here is a recap of everything you are getting today. Like we said, there are 6 immigration programs in this guide. The first program we're going to talk about is the LMIA work visa route, which is worth 325,000 naira. The second is the federal skilled worker program, worth 150,000. Program number 3 is temporary foreign worker program, worth 100,000. Program number 4 is the rural northern immigration pilots program, worth 100,000. Program number 5 is the Atlantic immigration program, worth 100,000 naira. Program number 6 is on the caregiver program, worth 100,000 naira. So the total worth of this guide is 875,000 naira. So if you remember earlier I said I once worked in a travel company. So this is something that most travel agencies who offer this charge anywhere from 1 million to 2.5 million naira for. And this is not something that I heard from anybody's mouth. I worked there, so I'm speaking from experience. So just take a look at this. Here is Mr. Femi. After he got the ultimate Naija to Canada relocation system, he saw that what I talked about in the program is the same thing a Canadian immigration lawyer said he should pay over 2 million naira for. And you are even getting the second version of this program, which is the newest update. So which means you're getting more than he got. Right? He sent me a message. He said, Chika, this package is sold far below its worth. The same job info that a Canadian immigration lawyer said I should bring 3,100 Canadian dollars for is totally demystified in this package. God bless you, real good, Chika. So I have a question for you right now. If all the ultimate Naija to Canada relocation system 2.0 did for you was to help you secure a well-paying job in Canada, help you relocate to Canada, and become a citizen even with a low qualification, would this be worth 875K? Just think about the question very carefully. If all this guide helped you achieve is get you a well-paying job in Canada, help you relocate to Canada, and eventually maybe become a citizen, do you think it would be worth 875K? Let me know in the comment section. Just let me know in the comment section. Do you think it would be worth up to that if it's able to help you achieve all this? Especially if you have a low qualification, if this guide is able to help you achieve, getting a well-paying job in Canada and all that, do you think is worth it? All right. And another thing is, I quite understand that you might not have up to that amount to invest in this program because there are still other costs you will incur, and I completely understand that. And we can all see what's happening in the country, the hardship and all that. But in as much as I want to help you, I want to be sure that the people I'm trying to help are also people who are ready to relocate to Canada, so I don't end up wasting my time and my efforts. So let me ask you another question. If I were to give you an open check, a blank check, and I tell you today, get this program at the price you think it's worth, how much will you be willing to pay for the ultimate Naija to Canada relocation system? Just let me know in the comments. Just leave your answers in the comment section. If I say today, I'm giving you a blank check, pay the amount you think this program is worth. And this is a guide that can help you get a job in Canada, help you move to Canada. How much will you be willing to pay for something like that? Something that can help you achieve that much. So I'll be going through the comments now. Okay, so I'm seeing some people saying 300K, 100K, 100K, 300K, 50K, 200K. Okay, 100K, 200K. Okay. All right, then the official amount the ultimate Naija to Canada relocation system will be priced at today is 200,000 naira. And this is less than 25% of the initial value of 875K. But for today only, you can save an extra 75% off and get the ultimate Naija to Canada relocation system for just 50,000 naira. So getting this program at 50,000 naira is a steal. It's totally cheap compared to what you can get inside, compared to what the program can help you achieve. So just imagine you paid 50,000 naira for an information that can help you get a full-time job in Canada. Won't it be worth it? And even if you don't have lots of money, I will still show you how to get enough money to fund your entire trip. And I will also show you how to get visa sponsorship jobs so that your employer can take care of your relocation costs. Yet, I want to do something crazy right now. Pay attention carefully. I want to do something crazy for 11 people in this webinar right now. If you decide to get this program today between tonight and the end of next tomorrow, which is Monday night, I will give you access at an extra 15,000 naira off. So this is a time-sensitive bonus, which means the fastest fingers will be the ones to benefit from it. So from now till next tomorrow night, you can get this program for just 35,000 naira. Yes, you heard me right, just 35,000 naira, and for 11 people only. So if 11 people get in between now and next tomorrow night, the price will move to 50K instantly. So this is not a time for you to overthink things. It's a time for you to take instant action. So this is how to pay for the program. There's a link in the comment section you can use to make payments with Paystack. So if you click on the link, you will see the option to pay with Paystack, and immediately you make your payments with Paystack. All you have to do is confirm your payments on the same page, and it will load immediately and take you to the program, which means you get instant access to the program immediately. So you can use the link in the comment section and make payments. Another payment option is to make a bank transfer to the account details in the comment section. So make sure you make a bank transfer to the account details in the comment section. After making your transfer, use the WhatsApp number in the comment section to send your payment confirmation. So use the WhatsApp number in the comment section, send your payment confirmation, and you will get access immediately your payment is confirmed. So if you are not in Nigeria or you are not watching from Nigeria, if you click the link in the comment section, you will see an option to pay with Stripe. So that is for only people outside Nigeria. So another thing I want to share with you is that just when I was preparing the slides for this webinar, I got good news from one of my students that he had just gotten a job offer, which is really, really amazing because he didn't have to pay any agent 500K, 1 million, 2 million, or nobody even scam him. He did not lose money before he got a job. And this is because of my program, this same program, right? And this is also Mr. Innocent, who scaled through the entire process, and he was able to successfully get his visa approved, which he immediately sent it to me. In less than 2 weeks from now, he would be on his way to Canada. So with my program and with my help, you will have peace of mind, guaranteed, because you will not get scammed by anyone. Trust me, there are a lot of recruiters out there who are scammers, right? But in this program, in this guide, I will show you how to apply for only legit jobs. So you can see that 35K is actually a change, because if you get scammed doing it on your own, it will cost you hundreds of thousands or even millions of naira. So don't lose millions of naira or a lot of money because you decided not to get this program tonight. And one thing about scammers is they don't like to use their real identity. That's something I've seen over time. But someone like me, I'm not scared to put my face out there because what I do is legit 100%, and I have a registered business. So the adverts you saw earlier before you registered, my face was there. I don't hide my identity. Even in this webinar, I still showed my face. It's fraudulent people that like to use other people's identity, other people's name, and all that. I don't do such. And also, the ultimate Naija to Canada relocation system is not all you get from me today. I want to give you some special bonuses that will help you relocate and settle successfully in Canada. So this is the first bonus I'm giving you. This first bonus is on how to get visa sponsorship jobs. So in this guide, I will teach you how to search for jobs that will only, sponsor your entire relocation plan. These jobs are willing to pay for your visa fees and all that. I will show you where to find these jobs and how to apply for them. So this is the perfect option for you if you can't afford the cost of relocation. And this bonus is worth 100,000 naira easily. But today you are getting it for free. Bonus number 2 is how to access settlement plans available to newcomers in Canada. So I will show you what you can do in order to access these settlement plans. And the settlement plans were provided by the Canadian government. So I will show you how to access them and so that they can help you settle properly in Canada once you arrive. And this bonus is easily worth 100K, but you are getting it for free today. Bonus number 3, 5 recommended side businesses that can fetch you anywhere from 200 to 500K per month in the shortest time possible. So I added this here because I really want to help you relocate to Canada. And I don't want money to be an issue for you. So with this, you can easily make an extra 200 to 500K per month, which will be more than enough to scale through the entire relocation process. So this bonus is worth 50,000 naira, but you are getting it for free today. Bonus number 4, 5 do's and don'ts you must understand when you are applying for your visa in order to increase your chances greatly. So this was gotten after helping a lot of clients successfully scale through this process in the past. This bonus is worth 50,000 naira, but you are getting it for free. So bonus number 5 is on important things to take with you to Canada. So when you're applying, there are some key things you must have while you are relocating in order for you not to encounter any issues. So I will show you exactly what you must bring, what you should not bring, how much you need to carry, how much you don't need to carry, because there's a specific amount that if you carry more than that amount, you'll be sent back to your country. If you carry less than it, you'll be sent back. So this bonus is worth 20,000 naira, but you are getting it for free today. We're not done. Bonus number 6. So like I said earlier, I have a lot of things prepared for you. So bonus number 6 is on how to create an outstanding LinkedIn profile. So some employers, when you're applying, they like to, check you out on social media, see your profile. And most times they do this through LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is a social media platform just like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, but it's for professionals only. So they decide to check you out on LinkedIn and see more about you, your background and all that. And you in return, and this is something a lot of people don't know, you in return can use LinkedIn to make connections with people, with recruiters in Canada to increase your chances. This bonus is worth 20,000 naira, but you are getting it for free today. Bonus number 7, best provinces to settle in Canada. So I get this question all the time. Oh, Chika, which province is good for me? Which province should I apply for? Different provinces have their advantage and disadvantages. So that is why I will tell you what you should know about some of these provinces so that you can apply for jobs based on the province that best suits you. Because this is really important. And this bonus is worth 40K, but you are getting it for free today. Bonus number 8, sample cover letter and CV template. So most times you need to provide a cover letter, an application letter to apply for a job, and you also need to create a standard Canadian style CV. This is why it's not enough for me to teach you how to create this CV. I'm also going to give you free samples that you can see how it's being done, so that you can easily swipe and create your own in the same pattern. So this bonus is worth 30,000 naira, but you are getting it for free today. So the last but not the least is bonus number 9, free lifetime updates to this program. So as I speak with you now, I am currently updating the program because, I just got better information that will make the process of applying for jobs and getting a job in Canada easier. So if you notice, the name of this program is the Ultimate Naija to Canada Relocation System 2.0. So the best part is that in the nearest future, if I decide to add any other thing to this program, update it, upgrade it, you will not pay extra. You have already paid. Is a one-time payment. So this bonus is even priceless. As you can see, I added more bonuses that can, help you further ease your relocation path to Canada, including the main program itself. And the best part is, like I said, all these bonuses are free. You're not paying extra for it. So if you haven't gotten this program by now, this is more proof that I care about you and I want you to succeed at all costs. So get it now. Let's quickly summarize all you are getting today. So for people that were not following, there are 6 immigration programs in this guide. The first program is, we are going to look on the LMIA work route, which is worth 325K. Program number 2 is the Federal Skilled Worker Program, worth 150K. Number 3 is Temporary Foreign Worker Program, worth 100,000. Program number 4 is the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot, worth 100,000. Program number 5 is the Atlantic Immigration Program, worth 100,000. And lastly, the Caregiver Program, worth 100,000. So apart from that, I'm giving you 9 more bonuses for free. The first bonus I'm giving you is getting jobs that will sponsor your entire trip. This is worth 100K, but you are getting it for free. Bonus 2 is 5 side hustles that can fetch you 200 to 500K per month, and this is worth 50,000. Bonus 3 is access to settlement plans available, worth 100,000. Bonus 4 is do's and don'ts when applying for your visa, worth 50,000. Bonus 5 is important things to take with you to Canada, worth 20,000. Bonus 6 is how to create an outstanding LinkedIn profile, worth 20,000. Bonus 7 is best provinces to settle in Canada, worth 40,000. Bonus 8 is sample cover letter and CV templates, worth 30,000. And bonus 9 is free lifetime updates. So when you add everything up you are getting today together, it sums up to 1,255,000 naira. But like we said earlier, you can get everything for 35,000 naira if you decide to join in between now and next tomorrow night. And if you miss that, you have another 1 week to get it at 50K before the price increases further to 100K or 200K. So there are 2 ways to pay for the program. You can use the payment link in the comment section if you want to pay with Paystack, which you can pay with your card and get access to the program instantly. Second option is to pay with bank transfer. So you can make a transfer to the account details in the comment section and send your payment confirmation to the WhatsApp number in the comment section. You'll get access to the program immediately your payment is confirmed. So right now, I want you to do something for me. I want you to imagine you get my coaching program today. You get this guide today. Then you follow exactly what is taught in the program and you apply to jobs consistently for the next 30 to 90 days from now. And then you were finally able to secure a job. And even I've seen cases where people get a job offer in like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, different times, right? So this is just like an average. But the bottom line is you get a job, and after getting a job, you immediately apply for a work permit, which can take you from 2 to 3 months. But finally, you see an email that, from the IRCC that your visa has been approved. At this point, you are celebrating, and within 2 weeks, you prepare and you finally land in Canada, whether it's alone or with your family, right? And the best part is that you won't have to worry about how to take care of yourself or how to take care of your family. Why? Because you already have a full-time job, a high-paying job waiting for you in Canada, which is really cool. And your spouse can also get an open work permit as well, which means they can work full-time as well. So how would you feel if this becomes your reality 6 months from now? You will definitely feel all right. You'll feel really glad. You'll be happy. So my question is that I have another question for you right now. Do you think paying 35,000 naira is too much for an information that can make this possible? An information that can help you get a full-time job in Canada, help you move to Canada. Do you think paying 35K is too much for an information like that? Let me know in the comment section. Do you think 35K is too much for something that can help you achieve all this? Let me know in the comment section. So if you feel it's worth it, why have you not secured your slot already? I suggest you do that right now since the program is at a discount. And guess what? Guess what? To make this a no-brainer for you, I want to do another crazy thing. I know I've done one crazy thing before. I want to do something even crazier. I want to give you access to something really important that no matter the price, it will be worth more than that. As a matter of fact, if you are currently contemplating if you should get this program or not, then this should put you in a good spot to decide. If you are among the first 11 people to join the Ultimate Nigeria to Canada relocation system this night, you will get access to my personal contacts for personalized one-on-one coaching with me, which means that whenever you have questions, whenever you are stuck at a point and you need help, you will have access to my special priority line that I always respond to. So to qualify for this, all you have to do is be among the first 11 people to get access to the Ultimate Nigeria to Canada relocation system today. And there is a limit of my personal time I can give out. That is why I have chosen to work with 11 people closely. So this bonus is worth at least 100,000 naira per month. If you want to have access to my personal line, it's worth 100,000 naira per month. So let's assume we work together for 6 months before you finally relocate, whether as a single person or with your family. Then the total worth of this bonus is 600,000 naira. And you might be wondering why this bonus is worth so much. It's worth that much because I have to invest my time day in, day out. Think about it, month in, month out, till you get to Canada. So it's more like an ongoing process, not a one-off task that you just pay and you're dumped. So you can see for yourself that I have made this sacrifice of not charging you extra for this bonus. But you must be among the first 11 people to qualify. And I'm 90% sure that this 11 slots it will get taken today. So you must act fast if you want to enjoy this bonus. And remember, once 11 people get the program, the price will move from 35K to 50K immediately. So you can get in now, or you can allow others to take your spot. That's your decision to make. So I want to share this with you. This is what Idong, she got one of my programs. This is what she had to say about me. I decided that, okay, let me check on her progress and all that. And she was very happy. So she said, wow, good morning, Chika. This is very much appreciated. Thank you so very much. In fact, you are such a good leader, if I must say. You have actually reminded me one of the very reasons why I chose to work with you. God bless you richly. You are showing me that it's not really about the money, even when what you are giving us is quite big compared to the amounts we are paying. You are genuinely concerned about helping people. You have a good heart. God bless you. So as you can see, I don't abandon people. This is what CJ also had to say. He said, something just dropped in my mind. I just wish to share it with you. I want to appreciate you for the painstaking effort and passion you put in getting the best information to give a better and more fulfilling life for everybody out of this country. Although it is not that easy as we think, but you have dedicated your time, money, and resources to give us much more value for our money. Once again, thank you and God bless you. Here is a feedback from another person as well. He said, I must confess, I just started watching the videos and going through the program. You did more than what I was expecting. I am taking my time to digest each sections of the videos before I get back to you. You really did well, my kudos. As you can see, I never abandon anyone. If I see I can no longer handle more people and give attention to the people already in my program, I would rather close it so I can focus on the people I currently have. And in case you think 35K is too much, here is how much Mr. Femi was charged for something that's not even worth close to my program, according to him. And what you are getting today will be more than what he got because, like I said, I am updating the program. And one thing a lot of people don't know, let me just tell you, one thing a lot of people don't know is that doing this, I have incurred a lot of cost on my end. It cost me a lot of money to advertise this opportunity in order to get this information into your hands, because you most likely got here through an advert you clicked, which I paid for. I also paid someone to run those adverts you clicked on because I'm a travel expert, not an ad expert. And there are other costs I don't have to mention. So you can see for yourself that I have already invested in this upfront. Of course, let's not talk about the time, energy, the hours I spent creating this program, which is priceless. And as I speak to you, I'm still updating it with updating the content with the latest information about relocating through this route. And this is something that you must know, right? You cannot just get a program that will just be there. relocating to Canada, with time, more information comes, information changes, new updates. This is why this program will constantly be updated. And the best part is that if you join in today, you will get all future updates at no extra cost. And if you see 35K as too big, when you know fully well that if you go to a travel agent, they will charge you nothing less than 500K, then maybe moving to Canada is not for you, because the process requires far more than 35K. So right now you have three choices right now. The first choice is get this guide today and start applying for jobs as soon as immediately, with the plan of moving to Canada either alone or with your family in a couple of months. Oh, and I'm still going to teach you how to get visa sponsorship jobs as well if you can't afford to sponsor yourself. The second option is you can say this is a scam. And I understand people are scared to purchase things online because of their previous experiences and all that. But Mrs. Grace here felt the same way till she saw it was actually real. Then she sent me a message. She said, "Thank you, Chika. I am happy that in Nigeria we still have truthful and honest individuals like you. At first, I was skeptical as a struggling widow, removing from the little I have gathered. God bless you for not scamming me." This is what Temi had to say as well. So in case you are scared, I can assure you, you have nothing to worry about. The third option you have today is be in the cult of do nothing. So this gang, they never do anything. And you see them, they're always shouting they're interested. They're clicking every ad saying they're interested. But when it's time to take action, they actually do nothing. Most of them usually feel like they can land in Canada without any cost, or they can go and figure everything out by themselves. And most times this does not usually end well. Most times I've seen some persons that, either got a travel ban or their visa was denied or anything like that, which is why you need someone to guide you, hold your hand through the process. So here are some frequently asked questions, some questions you might have, and some questions that have been asked about the program. The first question is, how much will I need to relocate through these routes? So if you notice, I talked about 5 different immigration programs, which means you can apply through any of the 5. So I really cannot start breaking each of them down. It's going to take too much of our time. That's why what I did is that in the program, I broke down the cost of everything, how much it requires to go through these routes step by step, each of the programs. And in case you are scared if you can afford it, or maybe if you can't afford it, that's why I also show you how to search for visa sponsorship jobs. These are jobs that are willing to sponsor you if you eventually get the job. So they will pay for everything required for you to be in Canada. So you have nothing to worry about. Second question, can I move to Canada alone, or can I take my family? So if you plan to go alone, you can do that. If you don't need to be married to relocate to Canada, it's not compulsory. But if you are married, you can apply as well. If you have children, you can apply with your family. But these family members must be your immediate family members. Yes. Another question is, I can't afford to get this program right now. Can I get it later? Something you must understand is that this program is not for everyone. It's for people who really want to move to Canada. This is not for people that are contemplating if they are relocating or not. Because let's be honest, if 35,000 naira is a big deal for you, then you're actually not ready to relocate. Because even if you want to move from Lagos to Abuja, it will cost you far more than 35K, let alone moving to Canada. And as you are paying 35K, I'm in return saving you millions of naira that you will spend going through other routes. So as for getting it later, first the price goes up to 50K by next tomorrow night. Then after that, it moves to 100K, and eventually to the official price of 200K. And that depends on how we are able to handle people. We might even end up closing the program and not accept newcomers for a while. So the best time to get the program is right now. Another question is, what if I can afford this program, but I can't afford the cost of relocation? So in this program, I talk about how to get visa sponsorship jobs, which means there are some employers that are willing to sponsor your entire cost of relocation on your behalf. So you have nothing to worry about. Also, in one of the bonuses I mentioned earlier, I talk about 5 online businesses that you can do from anywhere, and you can make up to 200 to 500K monthly. So this is a good way to raise money for your application, for your JAPA plans. And as a matter of fact, one of those 5 businesses currently make me up to 3 million naira per month on the side. So it's very possible to make a lot of money from them. Another question is, I am not ready to relocate to Canada. If I pay now, will I still need to pay whenever I'm ready? So, if you are not ready to start applying for jobs, maybe because you are doing your NYSC, you are an undergraduate, or you are just not ready at all, I suggest you get the program before the price increases. And whenever you decide to begin, you will still have access to the program, you still have access to me, you will not pay extra. And even though the program has been closed to the public, you will still get lifetime updates for free. So you have nothing to lose. The best time to get it is now. Another question is, I don't have my passport. Should I get my passport before getting the program? You don't have to wait till you get your passport before you get the program. You can apply for jobs without your passport. You can, like, if you decide to wait for your passport, the program would have you end up paying more for this guide. So you should actually get it right now, because you can start applying immediately without while your passport is still processing. So it doesn't mean that you stop processing your passport. You can get the program without your passport, but you still have to work on your passport. So yeah. Another question you might have is, do I need IELTS? Short answer is yes. You need IELTS, but not at the beginning. Long answer is eventually, when you're applying for jobs, or when you have gotten your job offer rather, and you want to apply for your permanent residency or your work permits, depending on the program you go for, that's where you need IELTS. So if you don't want to write IELTS immediately, it's also fine. And when you are ready to write your IELTS, when you're at the point where you know that this is the part where I would need this really well, you can now take the computer-based IELTS, because that one, the result comes out earlier, like 3 to 5 days, so that you have it readily available for when you need it. Another question is, if I get this program today, when will I get a job? So if you have not been following, this is where you should listen carefully. Anyone or any agent who tells you that, oh, you can get a job in a day, a week, the person is lying to you. Same with anyone who tells you getting visa is 100% guaranteed. You have to run away from those kind of people. As long as you are not the employer, you're not the person they are applying to for a job for. You're not the person you're applying for a job to. There is no way you can guarantee when somebody will get a job. So some people think once they pay for a program like this, they should automatically get a job. It does not work like that. It's not magic. If it works like that, then 35K is not what you'll be paying. You're paying at least 10 million naira. Sha. So that's how it works. And also, this is a personal story. Before I became an intern for the travel agency I worked with, I went around Lagos applying to countless and countless of travel agencies, me telling them I want to come and do internship, which means I'll be working for you, but you will not be paying me. But before I got one response, it took a while. So you should be ready to apply to multiple jobs to increase your chances. It is very normal everywhere, even in Nigeria. Another question again is, will you be doing everything for me? So this is a self-application. We're not doing anything for you. This is a do-it-yourself program, not a done-for-you program. What this means is, I am like your fitness coach, guiding you through what to do, the kind of exercises to do, the kind of diet you should be on, and all that. But it's still your hands to do the exercises, to eat the food, and all that. So our job is to guide you through the entire process. The videos in the program is enough for you to do your application, but we'll still be available to help you out whenever you need clarity. So basically, you'll be the one doing the process yourself, but with the proper guidance. Moving on, another question is, will you guide me through the process? Yes, we will guide you through the process. My team and I are on standby to help you out whenever you need. We will give you the step-by-step guide showing you the entire process, but you must go through it. You must go through it. And we also know that, as you're going through it, you need to ask questions. As you're applying, you might get confused. So we are available, from Mondays to Saturdays. But, on Sundays, we'll most likely be unavailable. But any other day, we are available for you. And this part is the reason why I will eventually price this program at 200K. Because of the time and effort I'm putting in to get you results. If it was just the videos alone, I will sell this course for cheap and move on. So now that it's 35K, that is the best time to jump in. Or you can decide to pay 200K in full when you're ready, Sha. That's your choice. Another question, when I pay now, when will I get access to the program? So if you make a transfer, go back and click on the button that says I have made the transfer, right? If you pay with your card, stay on the page. You will see it by yourself. It will be confirmed and the page will load and take you to the program instantly. If you make a transfer, send your payment confirmation to the WhatsApp number in the comment section. Immediately your payment is confirmed, you will get access to the program. Another question is, I'm too busy. I don't think I can do the process myself. No matter how busy you are, you can make time to do the process. So for instance, I only recommend you apply for 3 to 5 jobs at most per day. Because one mistake I've seen a lot of people make is that they just start blasting a lot of applications. I've applied to 100 jobs, I've applied to 200 jobs. How did you do that? So what I recommend is apply for just 3 jobs if you are too busy. And you can apply for up to 5 if you are not busy. And the reason is that you can apply for these jobs effectively, have a strong application, and when you get the job, when you get a job offer, the rest of the process is just pretty seamless. So no matter how busy you are, you can actually do this if you are serious. So I want to open the floor for more questions so that you can ask me your own questions. So if you have any questions I have not answered, you can ask in the comment section. So if you have any questions I've not answered, okay, the payment link will be in the comment section. The Paystack link is in the comment section. If you have more questions, please ask now. Can I apply using my phone alone? Yes, you can apply using your phone alone, especially at the point where you're applying for jobs and all that. You can apply using your phone alone. If I pay for the package and I am not using the package, sorry, Mr. Collins, you have to ask your questions. You have to ask your question again. It's not complete. So, ask your questions. I cannot see questions here. I want to use the LMI route. Also, I just wrote IELTS exam. Okay, you can get the program and you see all the information you need. You can start applying immediately. Please give us your office address or location. If you are following this program, if you are following this webinar, if you are here, if you are paying attention, you will know that you don't need an office for anything. Why? Because you are applying yourself. So if I'm guiding you through the process, do you know how many people will need to? You have to apply from the comfort of your home. So it's basically online. You're applying in your home by yourself. And I'm giving you insight on how you can apply. You are sending me messages to ask me questions and all that. So what are you going to do in the office location? It's simple. So if you have any questions, just ask your questions now so that we can round off. Okay, I think I've answered this office thing. I'm just coming. I had a low battery. Is the class recorded? Yeah, just coming. Don't worry, we will do a summary and also the replay link will be available. Why just coming? I have long experience in banking, well-educated, 2 master's degree. What is the best route for me? So generally, you can apply using the work routes. You have experience in the banking sector. Apart from applying for a position as a banker, you can apply for any other positions, managerial positions and all that, senior level positions. But also one factor I talked about earlier is if you are 50 and above, you generally have lesser chances. This does not mean that you can't apply per se. You can apply, but you automatically have lesser chances due to your age factor. I have made payments. How do I know it has been confirmed? It has not been confirmed because I'm still here, because we have not rounded off. So once we are done, that's when I will start confirming payments. So you just have to be patient. I was thinking the IELTS is strictly for academic routes. Please, can you throw more light on this, please? Okay, so it's not strictly for the academic routes. If you notice, there are different immigration programs. If you want to relocate to Canada today, there are a lot of immigration programs. But for the work routes, right, you can see I listed about 6 of them, right? So any of them you want to use, at some point you will need to provide English proficiency tests, especially if you're applying as a permanent resident. They need to know that you are proficient in English, right? So that's why you need to provide an IELTS test. So some of these programs I mentioned in this guide, if you get the guide, you will see it. Some of these programs don't require you to score so high in your IELTS. You can score band 5, band 6. Unlike the study route, express entry, that you need to score above 7 or 7.5 and all that. So it's actually not a big deal for you. If you prepare very well, you can actually score band 5 or band 6. So it's not a big deal. Another question is, kindly help type the job bank. I didn't get the full information. That's the full information, job bank. The link we provided in the comment section again. have CV templates? Do you have CV templates for jobs such as factory worker, farmer? Okay, so I don't have specific CV templates, right? Oh, this is CV templates for engineer. This is how about now? So it's just like a general CV template. There are more than one, actually, up to 5 or more. Then I'm going to show you how you can create your own from scratch, because you have your CV should be particular to the job you're applying for. So I will show you how to create the CV exactly the way you need to use it. And then I will show you a template that as you are creating your CV, you can see how this person did it, how the CV is, so you can know how to do yours. So there's no specific one for each position. You cannot have that much. Must you write IELTS? I've answered the question for IELTS, so I believe I will not be going back to IELTS again. Does 35K covered evening? I just joined. Please ask your questions clearly. I don't understand this question. Will you be available after payment to guide based on step by step? That's what I've been saying here. That's what I've been saying here, that if you pay for the program, you can always come to me to ask me questions, and and I'll put you through. But the point is that you have to be going through the program, you have to be making moves, you have to be applying, then you even know where you ask questions. So that's when you can even ask for help. So if you're not applying, if you're not doing anything, what kind of help will you be asking for? So you have to actually do your part as well, but still I'll be available. Is this program suitable for nurses? If you're in the medical field, you need to be licensed in Canada, whether you're a nurse, you're a pharmacist, you're a doctor, microbiologist, anything like that, teacher, you have to be licensed in Canada. So if you're in the medical field, you have to do a research and see the kind of exam that you need to take as a nurse, as a doctor. You personally know that you need to take some kind of exam to get your license to practice in Canada. What is the chances of persons over 50 applying for jobs? I have said this repeatedly, that if you are 50 and above, you generally have lesser chances than people that are younger. So I believe this should answer all the questions about 50 years and above. So let's ask questions that we have not answered so that we can use our time well. Please, Chika, tell me the name of the job search you mentioned earlier. The link will be posted in the comment section again. Okay. Can auxiliary nurses apply for carer? I generally don't feel auxiliary nurses are recognized in Canada, right? So trained nurses, not like the ones that went to school for it. So if you can apply as a caregiver, if you have experience in that field as a caregiver, so if you have done something related to that before in your CV and all that, you can apply. So I'll just take in a few more questions so that we can round off. What if I have made the please, I pay for the package and I am not using the package right now. Can I use it or access it at any time? Yes, if you make payments right now, you can access the program at any time. You don't have to pay again. It's only once you pay for the program. Once you pay for the program, you have paid for it. It's lifetime access. So if you come back next year and you want to use it, you still have access to it. How about those working in Nigeria already but need admission for master's program? So if you notice, all we have been talking about here is work in Canada. Why? Because that's the sole purpose of this webinar. Is there a resale right on this product? No, there is not. Do you take voice calls? Currently, no, because if I open my phone number to receive calls, you will not be able to reach me, because the volume of calls that will come in, you will not even be able to call. You will not be able to reach me as a person. So that's why, so that everybody can have access to me, I generally just stop receiving calls because it became too much. So if you want to reach me, you can reach me via WhatsApp. My phone number, my WhatsApp number is in the comment section, or via email. You can send an email, you can send a message on WhatsApp, and I'll respond to you. So I'm just going to take 1 or 2 more questions so that we can round off. If I pay this money now, how much is the breakdown of the other payments? What is the other payments for? Because I said they're paying for the program just once. I scored 4.5 in my IELTS. 4.5 in overall score, or how? Because that's already below average. Okay. Let me just take 1 more question so that I thought graduates don't need IELTS. That graduate does not matter in English proficiency. You can be taught in your local language. They don't know. So sorry, I missed the online meeting. Can I get a recap? The link will be provided in the group or in the group chat. Okay, one more question. One more question. Let's see who is last question. When are you, aside paying the 35K, when are you dishing out the free bonuses outlined earlier? So the free bonuses is in the program. It comes with the program. So if you pay for the program, you get the 9 bonuses that come with it at no extra cost. So that's how it works. So guys, that's all the questions I can take. That's all the questions I can take for this webinar, so that we can round off. If you have more questions, send to me on WhatsApp. I will attend to you. So if you have any more questions, send to me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is in the comment section, so that we can round off. So let's quickly summarize all you are getting today. There are 6 programs, 6 immigration programs that we're going to talk about in this guide. First, you have the LMIA work route, and this is what 325,000. Number 2 is Federal Skilled Worker Program, worth 150,000. Number 3 is Temporary Foreign Worker Program, worth 100,000. Number 4 is the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot, worth 100,000. Number 5 is the Atlantic Immigration Program, worth 100,000. Number 6 is the Caregiver Program, worth 100,000. And apart from that, like that person asked, there are 9 bonuses. If you pay for the program, there are 9 bonuses you are getting. The first bonus is how to get jobs that will sponsor your entire trip, worth 100,000. Second bonus is 5 side hustles that can fetch you 200 to 500K per month, worth 50,000. Bonus 3 is access to settlement plans available, worth 100,000. Bonus 4 is do's and don'ts when applying for a visa, worth 50,000. Bonus 5 is important things to take with you to Canada, worth 20,000. Bonus 6 is how to create an outstanding LinkedIn profile, worth 20,000. Bonus 7 is best provinces to settle in Canada, worth 40,000. Bonus 8 is sample cover letter and CV template, worth 30,000 naira. Bonus 9 is free lifetime updates to this program. Lastly, we have bonus 10, which is access to my personal contacts, worth 600,000. So this particular bonus is only open to the first 11 people to pay for this program tonight. So if you're not part of the first 11 people, you will miss out on this bonus. So everything sums up together to 1,855,000. But like we said, you can pay only 35,000 naira to get everything I just mentioned now, and it's valid from now till next tomorrow night for 11 people only. After that, the price moves to 50,000. So how to pay for this program? Use the link in the comment section if you want to pay with Paystack. So you can click on the link. It will take you to the page where you can make payments with Paystack. If you pay with Paystack, ensure to confirm your payment on the page, and it will take you to the program instantly. You don't have to come back to me. Just make payment on the page. It will take you to the program instantly. Second payment option is to make a bank transfer to the account details in the comment section. After making your transfer, send your payment confirmation to the WhatsApp number in the comment section. Immediately your payment is confirmed, I will send you access to the program. So right now you have 2 options. Either you get the guide now for 35K or 50K, or you can decide to procrastinate till the price goes up to 200K, 100K or 200K. And trust me, the extra money you're saving up to 165K, it will go a long way in your relocation process. Trust me. So I suggest you get in now and invest that money in doing something else. So yeah, if you decide to wait till it's 200K before you get the program, it benefits me more. Why? Because you are paying me more money, which I rightfully deserve. But the thing is that the same attention and the same information you get if you pay 35K today, or is the same thing you get if you pay 200K. So nothing changes, except you have the chance to get it cheaper today. So the choice is yours. So that's we have come to the end of this webinar. I look forward to helping you fulfill your dreams. I sincerely appreciate you for sticking with me till the end and for listening to me. So if you have any more questions, send to me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is in the comment section, and I will make sure to respond to you. So good night, everyone.